I'm trying to get to know them, but what's the best way for me to open the door to be able to sit with them, like sit with the millionaires, be able to talk to them and be able to hold the conversation? Because I feel like I held it, but I didn't held it fully correctly.
So when you said it didn't give what you needed to give, what did you mean by that? That you spoke to people and it didn't give what it needed to give?
That means she got ignored.
Are we looking for a relationship or are we just looking for men to trick on us? Which one are you looking for?
Both.
That's okay. So
She just want the bank account of them resources, baby. Nothing more, nothing less. Another day, yet another episode of Lower Than Average Women asking for top tier rich men. And this is exactly why we need platforms such as an Ashley Dalton's and, dare I say, Kendra's too, because at the very least, they showcase the delusions of grandeur. But we get the opportunity to confront these delusions head on. So let's break this one down to the molecules and let's get active. Without further ado.
hi, Christina. Welcome in. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
I'm sorry.
Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
So my question is,
She pulled over the side of the road for this one, so you already know this is going to be good, baby.
I'm about to go to the Ritz-Carlton to just sit at the bar to just, yes, girl, on the freeway. But I'm going to sit at the Ritz-Carlton. I'm going to the bar. So I've been going for like the last 3 days. The first day I went, it was just kind of just to open the door. So I really didn't do too much. The second day I went, I did meet some people, but it was just more so I felt like those people that I met was on a networking term. And then when I met them, I met just a few guys yesterday, but it just wasn't giving what I needed it to give. So the recommendation that I have is, what's the best thing for me to do when I'm trying to open a door of not really trying, I'm trying to get to know them, but what's the best way for me to open the door to be able to sit with them, like sit with the millionaires, be able to talk to them and be able to hold the conversation? Because I feel like I held it, but I didn't held it fully correctly.
So when you said it didn't give what you needed to give, what did you mean by that? That you spoke to people and it didn't give what it needed to give?
That means she got ignored.
Yeah, so when I was saying like it didn't give what it needed to give, a lot of people that I was meeting, they were married. So like I'm trying to find my own husband, so I don't want to take nobody else's husband. And that's why I was saying it wasn't giving what was needed to give. Like I want to find my own successful guy.
So let me ask you this, Christina, and I say this with love because you're coming to ask me, right? Mm-hmm. Before we get to Millionaire Man, right, and all the millionaires you want to date, are we getting $100,000 guy? Are we getting 80K? Okay, so we're getting $100,000 guy and $200,000 guy, right? Mm-hmm. And are they spending the bag on you? Are they giving you all the things that you want already?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the issue? What's the issue? Let me ask you this. My follow-up question is, are we looking for a relationship or are we just looking for men to trick on us? Which one are you looking for?
Both.
That's okay. So relationship or boyfriend? Because then we can't meet a guy and treat him like, oh, this guy, I want him to just spend on me. I'll keep it as whatever. But then potentially a boyfriend, because you have to go into those scenarios very different.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah. I actually appreciate that Ashley hits these women, right? Like if they just want to be tricked off on, she gonna give advice to hoes I want to be tricked off on. And here's the thing is, why act like these hoes don't exist, right? Like they absolutely do. And they looking for advice too. And they'll pay for consultations too. So it is what it is. I don't fault Ashley for that. But the answer to your question, Ashley, is that she doesn't want a man. She just wants someone to trick off on her. But she'll also say a man so that it doesn't at least perceive to your audience or at least to you that she's not a hoe. She just want the bank account of them resources, baby. Nothing more, nothing less.
That makes sense. It makes sense. So I guess I would say the tricking part.
Okay, so we just want someone who can buy us maybe a new car, a new house, some bags.
Yeah, because I feel like like the 200,000 I've been tricked on, but not to the degree that I feel like I deserve.
Uh-oh.
Okay, but if you can't get it right with $200,000 guy, what makes you think you're going to get it from the Millionaire Man?
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
If you can't get the guy who makes $200,000 a year to buy you a Chanel bag, or going to Fendi on a random Wednesday, or get you steak and lobster, how are we going to do that with the next guy on the next tier?
Especially when she doesn't talk well.
That's my question to you.
And that totally makes sense. So okay. So how do I work with the people? So say, okay, I'm working with the $100,000, $200,000 guy. How do I work with the $100,000 to $200,000 guy?
Can I see how you look head to toe? Since you want a trick, it's all about looks. Let me see how you look head to toe there. Can you step out the car? Is there grass on the side of the highway? I need to see head to toe.
Yes, there is grass, and I have other options too. This is just something I just had.
Let's see it, Christy.
I have a feeling she's a big back. Them
Make
shoulders
sure you
looking
step out
kind
the
of
side with
fluffy.
no cars. No
Yeah, I
cars.
know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wait.
Get on the other
Just,
side,
yeah,
baby
maybe you
love.
gotta cross over the seat. Okay, how about this? Hold up the camera so I can see you at the toe.
Okay.
Hold up the camera so I can see you
You
at the
can't
toe.
go to
Let's just see what it's
Ritz-Carlton with a
giving head to
big
toe.
back, baby.
I just have to fix this part how it's tied, but this is like it's a set.
Okay, no.
Oh,
This
she
is not
just like a
Ritz-Carlton. No, this is
no.
not for that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
We have to work on the look. Okay,
Okay.
the
I
way
do
you put
have.
Went over to the Ritz-Carlton looking for a rich man. Meanwhile, it's giving Ritz cracker. All right, with the outfit looking like you sell ass on the street corner, baby love. And you need to stop eating on them damn Ritz crackers as well. Okay, $1 Million men are not looking for big-backed young ladies. Too soft. Last month, my Facebook page alone generated over $13,000. That number is so ridiculous. Why? Because I did absolutely no work in order to achieve that. But I put systems in play to earn that revenue. Now, there's a very important definition here. It's called resting revenue rate. How much money do you earn in a month at rest, not doing a damn thing? Because at least on my Facebook page alone, it's $13,000. Now, what's also crazy about that is I'm not a Facebooker. I'm a YouTuber. Majority of my money comes from YouTube and as well as ad sponsorships. The Facebook stuff is just the icing on the cake. But just the icing on the cake alone, I'm financially independent because it damn sure don't cost me $13,000 a month to live. Come copy my system of how I earn between $50,000 and $100,000 each and every month. Go to viral2value.com to pick up my curriculum and join my community, where we also do live calls, Q&As, to answer all of your guys' questions on your content creation journey.
I do have a leopard print dress. I have a black dress.
no
I do have
leopard
more
print.
pieces.
Leopard
Okay.
print is
No leopard print.
crazy.
That's gonna look affordable, cheap, especially with the red nails, and we have the baby hair. And you can have baby and red nails and be a white woman. Let me add that in, and it will still look cheap. Before they get into the whole black girl, So let me add that in. So yes, no, this is not the look. Are
This
we
the
working
game,
on the
fellas.
weight? How tall are you? How much do you weigh?
Uh-oh.
I weigh 170 and I am 5'5" and a half.
Okay, that's too much weight for 5'5", 170. I want you to get down to 140.
Okay.
Okay, 140. I want us to do a wash and set. It looks like you wear your natural hair. I want you to do a nice flowing hair out, no baby hairs.
Okay.
Okay, I want us to do French. I need a little bit more makeup, skin tint. I need lip. Okay, I need us to get a solid color dress, even if it's all white. Little halter like you have on now, but a solid color dress. A nice cute open toe shoe. Can I see your bag that you were gonna take into the establishment? Let me see the bag.
I have it in the car. It's a Gucci bag. I have it in my trunk. I'm sorry. It's a Gucci bag.
Why is that a purse in a trunk, Christina?
Because I've been moving around. I've had a lot going on today.
Yo, get it
So
together,
I say
Ashley.
that to say, I want us to get certain things in order because a lady should have her purse in the front seat with her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, a lady should have her purse in the front seat, and that's something else. Gucci is okay, but that's starter. For what you're telling me you want, I would do Dior. I wouldn't do Gucci.
Okay.
Okay. I'm only keeping it real because you said, Ash, I want this. So I'm just giving
need
you,
this.
yeah, I'm giving you the game. Something else I want you to work on is your speech, how
Yeah.
you show up in spaces, right? So it's okay if we grew up from around the way, okay? Nothing
You
wrong
gotta
with
fix-
that.
you gotta
But when
fix
you
your
walk
speech.
into certain establishments and you speak to certain men, they will clock you very fast just on the way that you speak.
Yeah, and right in the beginning of this, she was mixing up the pronunciation of different words that she was saying, right, using the past tense when she should have used the present tense. Now, outside of the result of what Ashley is doing, right, because the result of what she's doing is having this young lady trying to trick a multimillionaire, but really what she's also doing is she's teaching degrees of at least image femininity. And I have no issues with that because, some women are going to utilize that for evil, right? And they're gonna find some men to just trick off on them, right? Like whether dating multiple men, acting like they're just dating that one guy. And then there's some women that want the game of how to upgrade their life and being a little bit more feminine, whether it be from an image perspective or how it is that they treat their guy in order to do good because they honestly want a good guy. I just hope that they seek this advice before they have 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies and end up on a Kendra show. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so that's something else I want you to work on. But I will say this, I commend you for even having the courage to put yourself out there.
To go to
Because a lot of people just watch videos and they don't go out and do the work. So
She's
I'll give you
desperate.
that much, okay? And you're being consistent. But what we need to do is just work on the overall look.
She's putting herself
So
out
what
there.
did you hear me say? Let's go back from the top.
Oh,
So we're
good
gonna work on
question.
our net. When we're gonna wear our natural hair, we're gonna wear more flowy, and then we're not gonna do red nails. We're gonna do French tip, and then we're gonna try to get our weight down to 140.
Yeah, and
And
what
what
about
else?
outfits? I didn't hear. Let's go back over outfits.
The bag.
Okay, so
What
I
she's
said I have a
wearing.
red dress, and then I have a black dress as well.
Red dress is fine, but is it slutty booty red? Like short?
It's like it's really cute. It's flowy. It's I seen it on Neek from so I
What?
got it.
Okay. Okay, so I like that. I already like the sound of that, the red flowy. Let's
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And again, I want you to start from level 1 before you go to level 10. So
Okay.
you need to go to the level 1 guys and see, okay, well, if I want to get a trick, and tricking is what I want, then I need to see if I can get it from level 1 men. If I can't do it with them, I can't do it on level 10 just yet. No.
Yeah, and I think that's so real because I have like the only thing I would say the max that I've gotten is bills paid and like
And what bill? A bill? What? $300? $200?
like I've gotten rent paid. It was 23. I've got that paid a couple times. And then I have gotten I've got sent like 1,000 at a time. So those are just like the little things that I've been able to do, but I just haven't been able to master like the bigger things.
Yeah.
And-
By the way, for all of the feminists that are out there, that when you come across content of men talking about how to, get inside a woman's cheeks, I don't want to hear y'all saying shit, okay? Because, they're openly talking about the ways that they're able to utilize men's resources. All right. Where's the equality in that? That sounds equal. If y'all teaching them how to extract resources out of men, there's dudes over here that's going to teach men how to get up inside them cheeks question free with the least amount, right? Like, because that's the dating game at this current junction in modern times here today. And this is why I try to warn so many guys against these types of women, because they won't tell you this. They won't tell you this. But the dating game is the man is trying to get the most fuck for the least buck, and then the woman is trying to get the most buck for the least fuck. That just is the name of the game right now. So both men and women who operate within this have to be able to move accordingly, all right? And effectively, through these teachings, she's teaching her how to be a predator dressed as prey. Does that make sense? Oof.
The next question would be, before you master anything else, why haven't those guys been consistent with keeping it going? That's the next question you should ask. Well, if he gave me $2,300 a month, why isn't he consistently doing? Why can't he just, just never wants to stop?
Good question.
That's the next question you need to ask yourself.
That's a me problem. I think that certain things, that's why I said, and that's why I be kind of going on, do I want a trick or do I want a husband? Because certain things, I think that I knew that I wasn't wanting to be in a relationship, so I wasn't really fully wanting to commit. And that's where every time that happened, that was my biggest issue.
Yeah, from what it sounds like to me, it sounds like what you want is a guy to spend money on you immediately. So if we're saying that from day one, as soon as you meet someone, they're automatically going to think, if you say hello, if they say hello and you say, I need some money, that already feels like prostitution.
Yeah, for sure.
From the get-go. And I know some of the girls, let me say this, some of the girls here are prostitutes. I'm not here to judge you. If that's your job, that's what you're doing, then, get it how you live it. You got to do what you got to do. Not my business. Right. But you have to decide, what is it that I want? What is it? How is it that I'm going to move? And can I get it from level 1 guys? If I can't get it from level 1 guys, there's no way I'm getting it from level 10.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And also too, like, as they talk about this, it also has me thinking, right, just the difference of life for both men and women, right? They will complain that, the society has made so difficult for them. Meanwhile, this is literally like a job that they're performing. You know what I'm saying? This makes women's life on easy mode. They get more opportunities, more attention, more validation, more shots at making money, whether it be through DEI or through another man's pockets, or whether it be through marrying a guy for a certain amount of time and then divorcing him, right? Like being his insurance plan, right? They have so many more opportunities, which is why I think, like, you know, when you look at like the homelessness rate, it's 90% men. Yeah, it's 90% men, because women have so much more opportunities out there to never become homeless. And it's just interesting to watch conversations like this.
Another problem I have, because like the money stopped when I want to really do nothing, but I don't really want to do nothing. Like I don't want to take it.
She's lazy.
You get what I'm saying? Like
you're gonna eventually have to sleep with them. Yeah. Unless you're so drop dead, gorgeous, stunningly, that when you show up, every man in the room wants you.
There's value in that too.
Unless it's giving that. No, every man in your city or in that space wants you.
You got to be the baddest chick in the lane.
It's undeniable.
Yeah. Then it's just valuable walking around with her.
Then he's like, oh, okay, this feels like a dime a dozen. I can get someone else. So if this is the game you want to play, that's why I tell you, ladies, you are competing.
Yes.
Men are weighing you against every other girl in the space.
Yes. Yes, true.
If he walks into the Ritz and then there's a girl at the end of the table who's 125 pounds with full-on Chanel, hair pressed out, hair flowing, nails done, and a glass of champagne, why should he choose you over her?
Yeah, but the truth is that we all compare each other, right? Like men are comparing, women are comparing. But my comment earlier about more valuable, I mean, it just depends on that guy and like particularly like what type of business that he's in. Because there's dudes you walk into situations and their status is established by the people, or I guess more specifically, the women that are around them. If you walk into a place and there's a bunch of beautiful women around this dude, people are already like, wait, what? Who this guy? So when it comes from a business perspective, there's particularly an asset that's there, because now, right, like you're at the governor's ball. Now the governor gonna want to know who the hell that you are. Now you're a sales guy. You're trying to close sales deals, and you walking in with a bad chick with you. You just might appear a little bit more believable, because what did it take for this beautiful ass woman, who's the apple of my eye, to be with this guy? Okay, there's a bit of dark psychology within there.
So you have to also keep in mind, I have to compete with every woman in that space. On the internet, everyone's beautiful. And I'm not saying you're not. But when you get out into the real world, it's a different story. Now you're asking, well, why aren't they walking over to me? Why aren't they saying hello to me? I thought all I had to do was put on a lip, makeup, and a dress, and that was enough.
Yeah.
But what is good is you're going out to see it for yourself versus just hearing about it online, which is good. Go ahead.
She's in the field,
and I think because I don't have a problem, like I don't have a problem with them approaching. It's just the biggest thing of, like, I just don't want to take it to, like you said, it's a good thing I'm seeing it for myself, because I don't want to take it to the part where I have to lay down with nobody for no money. This is not me. But I feel like I've just gotten to the point in my life where I'm tired of bare minimum treatment, and I know that I'm worth more than bare minimum treatment.
Absolutely. And I think, again, it's the way you take care of yourself.
You see how they're rationalizing institution? Isn't it fascinating? Oh, it fascinates me. So they don't want it to be called that, but they want a man to trick on them. Yeah, she says she don't want to give up the cheeks for that, but you know, how much are you trying to extract from that man without that man receiving cheek value back? It's going to come up. And I think that's what Ashley is bringing up here. And you're not in the standard of the class or the facial symmetry or the body symmetry to be able to command that without little to no value being given back, at least in the form of cheekage.
Ladies, men will see, without you uttering a word, I can't come to her like that. I have to come correct. That's why it's also very important that you take care of yourself. When I say the gym and routine, I'm not just saying that for vain reasons, because that shows up in your energy and your aura. So then when he sees you walking down the street, it's like, whoa, she's fine. She look good. Oh, that's pressure. I can't even play.
Right.
He's just going to offer off the rip because he thinks that's what it takes. That makes sense?
Yeah, I learned a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome, Judy. Have a good one.
You too.
She also might need to go to the dentist to get the gum to tooth ratio a bit corrected. That's the little bit of aesthetic advice that I'd probably give to her. Anyway, let's keep listening.
I'm glad she's going out, though. Let me say this.
Okay.
Let me say this.
We listening, girl.
On the internet. On the internet. Everyone is beautiful. Everyone is this, everyone is that. And I'm not here to be the beauty police. Okay. And I'm not saying no one is. But in the real world, you have to compete. And I always say, you guys say, well, why do you have to lose weight? Why do you have to wear makeup? Why do we have to wear a real heel? Because when you leave the metaverse and you go out into the real world and you get on the line, you're going to be like, oh, they're not letting me in. Oh, they said I'm too short, I'm too big, I'm too black, I'm too white, I'm too purple.
The only thing I disagree with what she's saying is that it's not just the metaverse, it's in real life for them as well. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, I could be walking around in the city that I currently live in with a young lady, and the amount of times that she'll get compliments, right, from other women, I'm just like looking at her like, what the f is this? Like, like it's not to say that she's not deserving of compliments, but what I'm saying is that, you know, women are much more okay with socially with like this compliment, this, that, and the third of different people, and then she'll always give a compliment back, even though if the person looks like a grenade. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like a nice thing that's done. So then it kind of like they're building up in reality, like this nice little coddling of emotions and of feelings. And, you know, men are not doing this. Men are not walking around bigging each other up, maybe except for like if you got a fast car or something like that. Like men might be doing that. But as far as aesthetically, they could be walking into these situations thinking that it's okay to be 5'5", 170 pounds, which is Kenmore Dryer level. Okay. You're one tick away from obesity. Okay. And don't talk to me about any of that BMI shit because she don't work out. It don't look like she works out at all. Okay. The majority of her body consists of fat. Okay. So the BMI in those cases are going to be a lot more accurate as opposed to my body type, which is much more. I have 50% muscle on my body. So my BMI is going to show me as overweight, even though I'm absolutely not overweight. Anyway, I digress. But I disagree that this is an internet thing. I also think that this is an in reality thing, that women will coddle each other's feelings and what it is that they look like, right? Like the things that they're doing with their hair and like all of this other shit, you know, in order to keep up with each other. But she's right. She's 1,000% correct. It's a competition. That's what we talk about dating on the dating marketplace. It's a marketplace. There's buyers and as well as sellers. Okay. What is it that you're selling that someone else should be buying? Okay. And, you know, Ashley is giving her tips in order to upgrade what it is that a man might be buying.
Wait, I wore the dress and the lip gloss like they said. But now I'm in the space at the bar and no man's approaching me. No man is coming up to me. No man is saying hello. And sometimes I see ladies out. And y'all tell me y'all doing the work. And I'm like, oh, we're not doing the work. Now I'm eye to eye with you. We're not doing the work. We're not going to the gym. That's one of the biggest ones when I see people in person. Oh, we're not working out. We're not working on our body. We're not working on our body. We're not working on our health. We're just not doing it. We're not doing basic things. Basic things. Forget a man. Even for yourself, you're not doing it. Even for yourself, you're not doing it.
Yeah.
And that's why I say you guys have to get offline and go out into the real world, because I do think a lot of women are asking, you know, guys for money and they want the life and they want the bags and the shoes.
They're not working.
But you're just not that type of girl.
And the thing is like Ashley's identifying physically, right, that they're not doing the work. And it's been part of my adage is I feel like for a man to build up everything that he has to be a $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year guy, he's done considerable work. So what is it that you are doing as a woman that is as much considerable work to make yourself a good buying option for me? And many of them don't even want to work out, let alone get to the next step, which is they goddamn personalities. Oh, they ain't doing the work from a physical perspective. You expect me to believe that your personality is way up, or like you understand a man at a cardinal level, or you going to put in the work in order to establish retention in your life, and you're not even doing that much. The old adage of making fun of dudes who just play video games all day and he's eating Cheetos. Well, many of these women just stay doom scroll up on social media all day. And then after they're done with that, they go watch the Baddies Club, right? And you're seeing them just malformed versions of marriageable women. Right? That's why I say it's like at a 5% rate that I think that, you know, is women of value that are out there worth putting a ring on.
You're just not. You're not that type of girl. And you're not even trying to work your way up to be that type of girl.
Lazy.
You're not even working your way there.
Entitled.
And the same could go for men who say they want a 10, but all you do is eat Cheetos. You do just enough work so you could get paid off every day.
Me and Ashley.
And you complain about society, the man, and the government.
Yeah.
The same goes for men.
She's right. Yeah, it's pathetic.
So as a man or a woman, If you're not working on yourself daily, then why do you deserve the best?
Oh.
Why do you deserve it?
Come on.
If you don't even want to get up and eat right, get your body right.
Why do you deserve it?
Work on yourself. Why do you deserve more if you're not giving yourself more?
Okay, let's pause it right here. Shout out again to Ashley. Where my applause at? Yeah, she's absolutely cooking right there. If you are not the best, if you're not in the top 1%, why is it that you feel that you deserve the top 1%? I think it is a very fair point that should be under strict assessment. And ultimately, I love that she's putting the mirror back towards men as well within this, because, there's definitely some dudes out there that, need absolute help, and they're wanting a beauty queen, but then work towards that sold separately. And, I think that needs to be addressed as well, because at the end of the day, all of us should be working on ourselves and stop expecting anything just because we exist, right? And I think that this is part and parcel with that whole, what up, king? You not a king simply for existing. What up, my queen? You not a queen simply for existing. We've been handing out these participation trophies for far too long now, and now we have generations of kids that grew up receiving participation trophies, and they're expecting the lot while giving damn near nothing to the goddamn cause. None of us deserve the outcome without doing the work. Faith without works is absolutely dead. You either build yourself into someone that is worth choosing or get left behind. Albeit, men have a lot more time than what women do because they might hit that undefeated wall. Be better, do better, and then you can expect better. Let me know what you guys think down up in the comment box down below. I've been your host with the most, Mediocre tutorials and reviews. Thank you for stopping by. Questions, comments, concerns, you guys already know where to leave it down in the comment box down below. Last but not least, shout out to Vibe with a Value. All right, my content blueprint. All right, link to it down in the description box down below as well. We actually have a meeting today. All right, we do these bi-weekly meetings. Meeting today, update the community as well as answer each and every one of their questions on their content creation commentator journey. All right, so if you're interested, link down below, beam up. There's a whole website up there and a video to describe everything that's going on, everything that you'll get. All right, yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'll leave a link to this full video down in the description box down below so you guys can go over there and check out the content creator and all the work that she does, all right? But yeah, up until next time, y'all, all right? Peace.
So, without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound when it's MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.